Hi, Valerie. How are you? I'm not overly happy. I haven't been the last few days. Hi, your mean girl. How are you? It's been a while. Hey, Nat. Oh, you're out with your husband. I'm glad that you are getting time together. This is not going to be a real long one. I was going to just do a video, but it seems like most of the things that, when I come on, I do more lives, it seems. But I'm going to get back to doing actual videos. So, hi, Tanya. Hi, Jules. How are you, hon? Yes, I miss you guys too. Now, you guys know I haven't been on here for, a few days. Well, since my last video, or I should say live, that I had and I posted, I don't know if some people just didn't like it. I've pissed people off. I don't know. I mean, I didn't say anything that should have pissed anybody off. At least I don't think so. I stated, yes, I know some of the things that are going on in the community. I choose to back myself away from things. Not a big deal. Shouldn't be, right? And that I'm a neutral kind of person. Like, I'm not the kind of person that picks sides, right? There should be nothing wrong with that. Yeah, well, it has been ridiculous. The threats in my email are just crazy. Okay? I'm not kidding when I tell you that. Anytime that you're getting an email from somebody that says, why don't you go shoot yourself? Why don't you go kill yourself? Why don't you just suffocate yourself? That was a good one. It goes above and beyond that. And they're downright nasty. I do not know what I could have done to piss people off like this. And the emails that they're coming from, Valerie, you can say trolls, okay? But some of the things that are being said in the emails prior to, the rest of the emails, it's either these people have watched me. I don't know how to put this. I have to be kind of careful with the way that I do this, but they know that either I've talked about this or maybe someone or something like that. I guess that's how I'm going to be able to say it to you guys. Okay. So, I don't think that it's okay to go around doing this kind of shit to people. What the hell have I done to anybody? And they're not just bringing this in, up about myself. They're bringing it up about, my honey and my son. So this isn't just about me. And it's gotten pretty intense, you guys. To the point, like, I have talked about this with a couple of other people, not somebody from on YouTube or anything like that. To the point of, they're like, I think you need to go to the police. Like, the last few that I've gotten have been really bad. So to the point of them stating that they know where, I live, just things like that. Okay. So I can't be any more clear than what I have been in any of the lives that I've ever done. I stay in my own lane. I do not go after anybody else. Yeah, everybody knows what went on with somebody else. Okay. I don't even get on here and talk about that. She needs to do her thing. I do my thing. I'm not the one that went around doing what was done. But you know what? If people forgive her for the lie that she told, YouTube's a big platform. A ton of people are on here. But when you start doing the things that are being done to me, when I'm just a person that sits back and I may watch channels because I love them, or, if it's getting out of control, and I'm sorry, I don't know a ton of people that love drama. And, there are some people, maybe I don't want to say impressed by it, but they enjoy it maybe to a degree, but not everybody does. Okay, let's just be for real. So I'm this person that stays in my lane. People think that my lives are boring or whatever. Well, you're entitled to your own opinion, okay? But at the same time, I mean, if you've got something to say about something, you should say it, right? So I'm not that kind of person that's going to sit back, that's going to keep my mouth shut, and just especially if it's coming at me or coming at my family. And the last few days have been horrible. It's one of the reasons I haven't been on here. To a point where, I like YouTube because it's a hobby, you guys. It's a hobby. I like to be able to talk to other people. I really, really do. There's some great people on here. How many times have I said that? And I don't know in what direction that I really wanted to do this. It started out, we all know, if you've been here from the beginning, the beauty stuff, that I love everything about that. Tutorials on YouTube and things. But I wasn't sure that that's all that I wanted. So that's why I changed it to Stacy Chit Chats, because I wanted to be able to talk to other people. This isn't the kind of shit somebody should be getting just because, I have people that come into my lives and ask me, hey, Stacy, do you see what's going on? What do you think about what's going on? What did I say? I stated I was a neutral person. I don't need to pick sides. If I don't like something that's going on, I back my ass out of there. That's it. But for what's being pushed my way, I think is just below the belt line. I really, truthfully do. And no, this is not about, trying to get views or some other BS. Okay. This shit's actually happening. I have it in my emails. I have actually reached out to somebody that, again, not on YouTube, but law enforcement. Okay. Because something went on at my son's school today. And we're trying to kind of figure some things out. We don't know if this was something about what had gone on, but it's just the point. So I think I got pushed to my point now where enough is enough. I've done nothing to nobody. Okay. I don't talk about this person. I don't talk about that person. I don't do that kind of shit, you guys. For what reason? If I choose to watch people that I enjoy, I don't need to let the world know that, but there should be nobody that would go to the extent that has been done. Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to continue with the email being up. Even so, even if I take it down, I'm sure that people will still, this goes back to you guys, when you said about getting a P.O. box, even though that's not directly coming to my address, it still basically lets people know the area you're in. And okay, not some, you can consider it maybe not a big deal, right? But, and I've really considered about getting the P.O. box, and I'm kind of glad that I had waited. I don't know if I will end up doing that part of it or not, but this has had me all kinds of a mess. You want to say something about me, go ahead. Just leave my spouse and my child out of it, please, because you don't even really see them. You might have got to see my son walk behind, me a few times or something like that, but I don't. Whoever's doing this, and it's coming from different people, okay? Whether these are fake accounts or whatever. Things can be traced, you guys. So stop it. Stop it. I'm not going to get on here and curse. And I mean, I am very fired up, but I mean, I don't want to lose my shit on here either. So it's like I try to contain myself the best that I can. But it you know, when I went and I did what I needed to do today with this, they don't even find this funny. Like, this is not funny. So, whomever this is, whether they're watching this live or they watch it after, or they're, you know, have dealings with somebody else or whatever, I'm setting the record straight. I've never talked about anybody. And you can go back through my lives. You can, I mean, unless I brought up their name about, hey, this person's cool, or, you know, I think that this person has some great content, or this person's funny. I mean, people that come into my lives all the time, they know I'm not like that. And I don't sit here. I do not put people down. I do not, you know, I don't find that I'm a nasty person. I mean, yeah, I've gotten pretty pissed off. I did, you know, get on and do some lives where I had done a phone call with a couple of people, things like that. But that was back. I've moved forward from any of that. And so for this too, after my last live that I did, where I was asked how I felt about what was going on, and to say that I'm not into the drama, I don't want part of the drama, and that I keep myself out of the damn drama. Are you kidding me? Like, and then all of this stuff just keeps flooding. And I'm like, I'm serious. My phone just keeps going off. With not all of the emails have been bad. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that either in the last few days, but there's been quite a few. And I mean, to the point of somebody stating like, hey, we're sitting outside of your house, kind of thing like that, which, you know what? Am I going to let it get me and drive me over the top nuts? No, I'm not. Like, but I think that this is so childish. I'm an adult. I act like an adult. And I think that a lot of people need to act like an adult. And, oh boy. That's where I'm going to leave it with that. I'm not going to go any further than that. It wouldn't be in my best interest. But now you guys kind of have an idea of to why I haven't been on for a few days. Yes, I understand I was gapping out, you know, for a couple of days here and there with everything that was going on with my mother. You know, with my son, that's kind of been kept under control. But like this other shit, it's got me a little riled up, but at the same point, I'm trying my very best to, I'm not calling out names. Could I do it? Absolutely, positively. I don't know quite how to like upload things like other people, but I'm not going to do that. And the reason that I'm not going to do that is because I don't want more shit started, you know, otherwise. But just know that things can be tracked, you guys. There's a cyber crime unit, and it's just not smart. This is not smart. And if you're doing it for fun, you just think that this shit is funny. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. So, like, just knock the hell off. Knock it the hell off. Period. If you don't like what I do, or you don't like what the content I might put out, or, you know, what people think it's boring because I like to talk with other people and see what's going on, how they're doing. Come on, you guys. Then just don't watch. And stay with whom you want to stay with, and do your thing. That doesn't mean that you need to send death threats my way. Okay? That doesn't mean that. So, I said what I had to say there. Sorry, I'm not reading comments. Just trying to get myself back under control. And, you know, I had to go pick up my son today at school, and just, I didn't even know if I was going to come on here and I was going to say anything. I had a couple people say, just don't. But again, I'm not calling out names. I'm not saying anything about the names, because I'm not going to do that. I won't. But just know that I'm not going to play with this bullshit. I'm just not. So, you know, people just need to grow up and get it together. They really, truly do. Because if you have this big of an issue, because I might have not have said what you thought I should say, or whatever, like, come on. Really. I can't even like focus here. I'm kind of all over, and I'm sorry about that. But it's just, the last email that I got was probably like 10, 12 minutes ago, something like before I got on here. And then I still sat here in front of the computer like, do I want to hit go live, you know? And I think that I'd just rather have done it live than trying to do a video. And who knows how I would have gotten on the video. So going live, it kind of keeps me a little bit more under control. And that's why. But if I'm just this little peon type person, I'm not even looking. I'm just this peon person, okay? And for somebody to do this to me, I can only imagine the other people that Lord only knows what they get. But if you're a person that already deals with things, or you maybe have issues mentally, or like, this kind of stuff can really affect people. And you don't know what you're doing to somebody else. And if it's somebody that can't handle something and they do something, I'm telling you, you can be held responsible for this kind of stuff. So if this is some kind of fun and games type thing, you wanted to see me get all kinds of riled up or whatever. I mean, like I said, I could have come on here 2 days ago, because it's been going on since my last one. It started that night, actually. So what was that? 4 days ago, going into the 5th day or something. But it started that night. And just don't do this kind of stuff to people. Just don't. That's all I can say. It's just not okay. At all. So, I got out what I needed to say. I don't feel that things that go on YouTube need to be taken as far as what they do. I just, it's upsetting. It's very upsetting. So, just know that if this is what you think your fun and games are, this is not fun and games. And I'm sorry, you know, if things like this are happening to other people. I know that it gets you upset, fired up, things like that. Hopefully, you know, you can get it worked through, and hopefully it doesn't create enough that it does something to somebody. That's all I can say. I have, Pamela. I have. So, I mean, I'm to a point that, you know, can I just like not use this email that I had up? Sure, I can. There's some things that I can stop that way. But I mean, what for? You know, I mean, I had put that email up so that people that do watch me can actually have communication with me when I'm not on YouTube. You know, I mean, it was harmless. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, Nat. I don't know, you guys. I never said that what I'm on here doing is for everybody, but at the same time, I've come on YouTube with the best intentions, to get to just have, different people from all around the world to talk to. And it blows my mind that anyone would do this kind of thing. And I don't mean just to me, okay? If this happens to people, I mean, I don't know how, when you put yourself out on a platform, period, that leaves the door open. I get it, okay? Because I'm sure that that's what I'm going to hear next. That, oh, well, you put yourself in this position. Well, I did come on to YouTube. That's right. I did. But that doesn't mean that somebody needs to pick up the phone or get on the computer, however they, email somebody and like be nasty and do something like that. Like the things that I've received. I mean, I can't let out some of what was done. That's how I was instructed. But just, if you guys do put up your emails and things like that, just know that, boy, hopefully you don't get things like this. I can see why not everybody puts their emails up, or, like I said about the whole P.O. box thing, I'm really serious, you guys. I'm glad that I didn't do it. I really was considering it. But at this point, with just this going on, I don't know. And for somebody to say that they're outside my home, or, I think that's just like they're really trying to scare type thing. So, but it's not like I went into a full-blown panic or something that way. But it could definitely be enough to really send somebody else over the edge. So, But I wanted to get this out here to you guys to let you know this is one of the reasons why I have not been on. And just trying to keep it to myself. I haven't even said this to somebody else that I talked to that is actually from YouTube and stuff like that. I didn't even bring this up, to them. I just kept it to myself. And in all honesty, I didn't want to ever. I would have never thought that I would make, a video or come on a live to talk about this kind of stuff, because I guess you never think that it can happen to you kind of thing, I mean, shit, yeah, I could see getting emails like, why don't you just stop? You're boring, or, something like that. But I never would have thought that I would have received some of the things I have. I don't think that you're a troll, Valerie. I don't know if somebody's saying that in here or something. I don't think that you are at all. Yeah, Jules, I've said that different times. Like, I'm an adult and I act like it. And that's another thing when I come on here and I say, I treat others the way that I like to be treated. That's, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons that I said, to you guys in here different times, venting is okay, but that I didn't want the drama. That I didn't, because I didn't want it where, oh, well, Stacy said this happened, or Stacy said that happened, and then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I said this like way, way back, you guys, and everybody knows this. Seriously. Drama seems to sell for whatever reason it seems to. And that's horrible that it does, but it does. And I don't know how people get through it so much, but it just becomes a point like when it's repetitive and it's over and over and over, and you start wondering like, what do people get out of this kind of thing? Do you know what I mean? That's why I said I just try to back out of it. That's just me. Other people, I don't tell you guys, like the people that are subscribed to me and things like that, I don't tell anybody who they should watch or who they shouldn't. Like I would never do that to somebody, ever. 10 out of 10 people that say these outside your house are fakes and all talk. Yeah, well, like I said, hi Michael, by the way. It's just ridiculous. And for me just to be this peon pisser person here and it being done, I think that says a lot. So, you know what I mean? And I never said that I was coming onto YouTube to be some big YouTuber. That has never come out of my mouth. I just really enjoy to watch videos on YouTube, and I enjoy to be able to talk to people. I think that you can learn a lot from people that do videos on YouTube. So, I just do. There's some awesome, awesome channels. Thank you, Sarah. You are too. So, and that's another thing, you guys. I know, like, when I might be talking to you guys, I say, or there's some of them that I say sometimes, and I'm sorry that it's kind of, obviously I'm a little bit better in front of the camera per se, but it's not like I'm sitting here all, confident, and, I still have my points where you get nervous and things like that because you are on camera for the world to see, basically. Coming to YouTube has been one of my big hard lessons for me. Never share your personal information and be careful who you get close with. Yes, hi FoxyBot. Very true. I mean, even the people that I had talked to outside of YouTube and stuff like that, I've said this quite a few times now. I do believe that you can make good friends, whether you've met them from YouTube or not. But I think that if you are able to start a relationship and get to know somebody, yeah, should you probably give them all your information, like, hey, I live here, or I live there, or I do this for a living, or, things like that. I don't know that you should be going that far at the beginning of it or something, but I do believe that you could make a good friendship, with somebody that you may have met on YouTube. That's just the way I feel. Not everybody is comfortable with that kind of stuff, and I get it. I really do. Hey, Marty, how are you doing? Of lately, I haven't been doing as many lives and stuff. I uploaded 2 very, very short videos prior to my last live of my fur baby, which I love very much. The first one that got uploaded, well, let's just say I thought I was going to get a strike for, because even though I told my son over and over and over, please don't use that because you can't. Well, he did. Well, it turns out that, YouTube caught it right away. I got a thing the moment it uploaded, but stated that, basically the owner of the music was copyrighted, and that they'll get to see the views on it, and, if it would ever go somewhere, which, again, I'm not trying to be a big YouTuber. So I'm grateful for what I have, like, for whom I have. But, like, I basically just, it is, like, if for whatever reason it ever gets, like, a lot of likes or a lot of views or something, they'll get the money for it, I guess. I don't know. But the second one that I had put up, it wasn't with that kind of music. So it is what it is that way. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tawanda. Hi, Vixen. Love Holister. Hi, Gloria. Lewis. Hello. So, but until I really know how I want to go with things, and you guys, it might be a mix of all different kinds of shit. I don't know. But the most important thing to me is that I get on here and I get to talk to great people. You know what I mean? That's it. So, like I said, for anybody to send and do what has been done when I have never been nasty to anybody, or, I'm not sitting here and I'm not talking about anybody else. Did I, at one point of time when I was angry? Yeah, I did at the very beginning, but I was trying to understand a situation, I think, just as much as everybody else was, because I was very supportive of this person. I cared very much about that person. So trying to understand what was going on and what was happening. But that is the only time that I had ever really brought up another channel name on here. I mean, other than you would hear me say about somebody else's channel that I really liked or something, but I wasn't sitting here and like putting anybody down. I wasn't sitting here saying, oh, well, I don't like that this person does this, or I don't like what this person. No way. That's what staying in your own lane is. So, but authorities do know about this, and I probably should have just kept my mouth shut. But when I was still getting them up until the point of coming on to YouTube, I just thought, okay, this is it. I've had enough. So, but again, people really need to get it together, because not everybody's strong. And if this happens to somebody that don't know enough to keep it together and something happens, somebody's going to be in big trouble, So you don't need that. You just don't need that. I don't think anybody, you think it's all maybe fun and games at the time, but you won't. You won't. How are you doing, Gloria? Hi, Puss in the Boots. Yeah, heaven forbid you be human. Correct. So, I don't know. I just don't get my jollies, my rocks, whatever. I don't get, off basically by bringing somebody else down. Things like that. Not the best. I'm sorry to hear that, Gloria. I hope things get better. I really do. I know you've been going through some things. I know it was back a while, but that doesn't mean it just up in a snap of a finger it changes. So I wish I could have all you great women over too. That would be awesome, Valerie. That would be awesome. They found a big mass on my colonoscopy. I am so sorry, Gloria. That's not good. Be praying for you, hon. When will they know, if it's cancerous or anything like that? You don't got to say if you don't want, but, or do they know already? Tawanda, I'm a strong woman and will speak the truth. I'm not about rumors. I'm about facts. Nothing wrong with that. By next Wednesday. Okay. And prayers, many prayers for you, Gloria. That's what I mean. This is the kind of stuff that's going on in the world with people, and people find the time to like do this kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Stacey, these people who do that are full of hate. Feel sorry for them and keep smiling. You are better than giving them space in your head. I keep trying to tell myself that, Alexis. I really do. Thank you, hon. Doc told pathologist to rush it. So it's a stat order. Hey, survived it. Hey, Leah. We've been trying to collect donations to have at Gloria D car fix. Oh, geez. Where were you doing the donation for Gloria's car and stuff? Because I hadn't even heard about that. That's what I mean. I don't know everything that's going on all the time, you guys. Hi, Carly. Things are a little rocky right now, Carly. Just a little bit. Well, not just a little bit, a lot. But my son's okay, and my honey's okay. My mom, she's doing okay, thank God. So, yeah. Hey, Michelle. Oh, boy. Stupid phone. It's always... I'm so sorry to hear that, Michelle. But today's your birthday. Happy 47th birthday. Hey, K Smalls. How are you? Hi, Abigail. That's all the phone does is go off. Hey, Norma Star. Hey, Muffin Mouse. I hope that you're enjoying your birthday today, Michelle. Gotta enjoy every day because you're not promised tomorrow. None of us are. I'm a little bit more calm than what I was, but you guys, I really hope that if anything like this has been going on for you guys, anything at all, please let somebody know. You know, somebody that you feel you can obviously trust, or go to the authorities or something, because it's not funny and it's not a game. I don't think that anything is funny when it comes to this kind of stuff. Hey, Bad Bish. How are you? Bye, decent. So, Valerie, did you guys set something up, or you're sick to your stomach, K Smalls? It's just threats, period, Puss in Boots. And for what reason? Again, like I said, I've never done anything to anybody, and I do not come on here and talk about anybody. I just don't. No, and it shouldn't be like this. I agree. Yes, Royally Oliver. Hi, Layla. I believe there is someone out there putting people against each other so the others can get blamed. I believe it's probably someone who has no connection to the crime community at all. Just your opinion. I don't know, you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to put any kind of blast names and things like that. But I think that I did what should have been done. If this would have only happened maybe once or twice or three times, four times, maybe it wouldn't have, but when it continued for days for me, when I'm just sitting back and I'm a person that keeps my mouth shut, that I don't do anything, and then it happens, yeah, I am a nobody to any of these other people. Do you know how many people that do YouTube that I may like or watch don't even know who the hell I am? And that's fine. I'm not trying to say, oh, I need to be this, well-known person. No, I'll stay in my corner. You know what I mean? And that's why I think that I found this so crazy that this would be happening to me. But to say about my other family and things like that, I think, like I said, I think people say things to get you scared, to get you worried, but at the same time, to be careful. This isn't just about me. If it would have been just about me, I probably would have handled it a bit differently. But because this was a little bit further out there, I did contact the police, and they did get to see what they needed to see, and it was copied and things like that. So, well, they were able to send it to what they needed to. But hey, Jody. Yeah, I've been getting very disturbing emails. And for whatever reason is beyond me. I just don't know. So I guess sitting here and saying, if this can happen to me when I just sit here and keep my mouth shut about everything, this could really happen to anybody. If you put an email out there and, like there's many a times, you guys, that I really wish that I would have just stayed as a subscriber and I wouldn't have never done the YouTube thing. I mean, I am very grateful that I have got to meet people and talk to wonderful people on here that I wouldn't ever want to give up, but this is crazy. You reported it to police. I did, FoxyBot. I was waiting and waiting, and then finally, the ones that I started getting real late last night into today, they got even worse. So that's when I said, yeah, I think it's time. Hey, Marcy, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you, Mara. I think that's why I'm having such a hard time trying to understand why this is going on like this. And then when you do, you say something, then people are just like, really, no, this is the truth. I mean, I was getting stuff before, like in comments on YouTube, but it wouldn't be nothing like this. But it would still be mean, comments, which is fine. I mean, you're going to have criticism, you're going to have things, but the whole email thing where they know that somebody else can't see it on the screen, well, somebody else can see it if I show it to them, but it's just ridiculous. I mean, I had some tears about it when it was first starting to go on, and I'm just holding the phone, and I went to my honey and I'm like, you've got to read this. I'm like, what the hell did I do? And he does watch my videos and stuff like that. I mean, if they're real long lives or something, he may not watch them all. But he's like, I've never heard, you say anything bad about anybody. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know how much more clear. Do I have to stamp it across my forehead? I am a neutral person. I just don't pull sides like that. You know what I mean? I'm a person that tries to be kind to everybody. Yeah, sometimes does that bite you? Yes, it does. But at the same time, if I'm just sitting back and I'm being myself, and I'm not saying anything about anybody else, then what the hell? And people still think that obviously I'm doing something wrong. Another thing that I've always said, you can't make everybody happy. You can't. Somebody's always going to be pissed off, it seems like, or not happy. Maybe not so much pissed off, but not happy. I don't know, you guys. I could never imagine sending somebody a threatening text, a threatening email, and I would never leave a nasty comment on YouTube. Even back a long time ago when I was on Facebook and stuff, I wouldn't do that to somebody else. I would not do it. I guess maybe not everybody's like that, but that's just the kind of person I am. Can I sit and say how I feel about something? Yeah. But I'll hold back if I know that it could create even more shit. Do you know what I mean? This is why I am even afraid to say anything in chat. It's scary. I can understand that, Deb. Absolutely, I can. So sorry, someone is being... Thank you, Abigail. Well, I'm hoping with coming on, and obviously this person has watched my last video, because, again, this isn't just coming from one person, but that's what makes me think that they've watched my last video, because that's what's being brought up. Rather this one person has multiple email accounts, I don't know, but I'm sure I'm going to find out. However, they continuously go back to something in that video. So it's, why I come on and I said it. It's been turned over, so there's just some things I can't say. Yeah, you can, Valerie. And just, and as far as my honey, well, the way that he looks at it as a guy, well, that's a completely different story from the way that I look at it. But again, like I said, if it was just me, that's one thing. But it wasn't just about me. It was about my family. So, and the way that they referenced it, they may have not have heard me say how old my son is, but I have said it before, because when it's in these messages, email messages, my little boy, I don't have such a little boy. And so, but that's how it's put into the messages. However, I think that I've taught my son pretty well. He knows, to watch around himself, and, if there's a problem or something goes on, or he knows how to handle that. So good thing you turned it in. Yes. At first, like I said, I wasn't going to. But it got to be a bit too much. Yeah, Jennifer, it was my entire family. And then they made sure that they put in there about my son a few times, yes. And one of them that came through, it said little boy, and some of the other, it just spoke child, thing like that. No name was given or something like that. There was no name or, But again, you know how people like to mess around. So, maybe this was to give me some whatever, for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do here. So Again, I said this probably 10 times in this live. I have not said anything about anybody on here in a bad way. So, but I'm hoping whomever it might be is seeing this and knowing that I'm not just going to sit back and just take your whatever. I'm not going to do it. So that's how I feel about it. And I feel, what I mean, I feel for anybody that has to go through this kind of stuff. It's not okay. It's very stressful. And I have enough problems like with depression and other things. This isn't something I really need to go on, but I'm doing my best to keep myself together and do something about it before it gets way out of control. And that's the way that I chose to handle it. I'm glad that, you guys were on here to, at least you came on here to hear what was going on. I really hope that this is not happening to anybody else here, with the email situation. And I mean, I know that things have been out of control otherwise, but I can only say what was going on with me and what was coming to my phone. So you guys, I have something that I need to go do, and I'm going to get off of here. I'm sorry that this is what this live was consisted of. I really am very sorry about this, but I could not just come on here and try to just be my everyday self and talk to you guys, because I just wouldn't have been myself, and I'm sure somebody would have recognized it. So it was better just to get this to the point. If the persons are watching, please just stop. Just stop it. So I hope that you guys have a great night. I don't know if I'll be on, over the weekend. If I am, that would be great to just be able to talk to you guys and be able to just relax maybe a little bit, and not be stressing. But hopefully things get better, okay? I will talk to you guys soon. I'll see you guys later. Bye.